Let's go.
All right, so we're spending a lot of energy on how to dramatically increase the number of people in our little ecosystem. That just it seems to us to be the next step. But what if we do it? That's kind of the question that one you helped us pose this morning. I think it's a good one. We're doing all this stuff to get 10,000, 100,000, a million new eyeballs, onto what we're doing. And
Yeah.
I would put our chances of success at not zero. It's we've got a lot of we're talking about like our rollout plan. We've got a lot of partners that have helped us in our little ecosystem here. We've got some friends that have tens of thousands, 100,000 plus people in their ecosystem that kind of help us get a start. I think that we believe that it's going to be compelling enough that our players are going to want to stick around. They're going to want to invite people. There's going to be tons of reasons to be doing that. And so, if that's the case, it's sort of like it kind of makes sense to want to be exploring doing a launch with Launchbags, because again, the Launchbags tokens that we partner with, because it won't just be like everybody, obviously, because anybody could go launch one. We're not necessarily going to want to promote it. But the ones that partner with us, they get it on the app, and again, like it's we know what that's going to look like, Juan. So it's sort of it's good. I think this conversation is going to be a lot easier once people see sort of the enduring effect that this will have for a project in our game, right?
I think what happens is that we are morons. Yeah. That's really what happens. That's the problem.
Go on. Wouldn't be the first time for me.
Yeah, no. But I'm not only speaking about you and me. This will be a very unpopular opinion. I'm talking about everybody on Wax. Because we are like, oh no, I won't go there. It's very risky. Oh, that will be a rock pool. Oh no, who are they? Oh, he was linked to the uplift. Oh, this, that. We're only thinking about what can go wrong. We're only thinking about, oh, this guy is not trustworthy. Oh, his grandmother was married to a thief. Oh, we're just like looking for the worst possible things everywhere. Go to Solana and go to pump.fun.
Yeah.
Do you know who the fuck is launching each of those tokens? You have no clue. You just say, let's buy this shit. Back, buy. Made some money, back, buy. Lost some money. My decision, my problem.
Yeah.
Here we are like, oh, no, we are morons. We in the Wax ecosystem, we don't know how to crypto. We don't know how to crypto. That's the biggest problem, I think.
I mean, apparently Juan
and
came to drop bombs.
Of course, when we start building, we build with this in mind. We build with, oh, this has to be safe. It has to be trustworthy. This has to be that.
Well, some of us do. I mean, I think like I've been really, really clear. We want to make it as safe as objectively possible, and then you have to fucking do your homework, right?
Yeah,
like,
of course.
We're I want 100 tokens launching. For real, I want 100 tokens launching. Now, granted, I want to launch it into an environment where there's 1 million people, but like there's going to be tons of these things going on. And there's no way we could subjectively pick and choose, who we think is going to win. And I fucking wouldn't want to, because sooner or later I'd be wrong, and then everyone fucking hates me, right? It's like that's the thing. You have to assume your own risk, otherwise, just don't play. Not here or anywhere in crypto, really. Yeah. Go to some, SEC secured thing and still lose your money.
Absolutely.
Right.
You can still go to a bank and you lose your money there.
Yeah.
You can. Yeah, that can happen everywhere.
It's true. All right. Well, man, I was not expecting the Molotov cocktail throwing this early in the show, but you're not wrong. No, and again, like I think your initial premise for today is something that I really loved, because I was sort of the one lamenting first thing in the morning, and you were pulling my ass out of the ideological fire effectively, right? The one thing that I think, I mean, it bleeds through everything that we're doing, frankly. Otherwise, why the fuck would we show up? It's not like we're getting paid for this. Yeah. We believe in the business possibility and probability that if we do this work, we can create an outcome that's massive. And again, I think that the number of people, that are on Wax, I mean, it's a tiny number anyway. And like all the fucking cool people that I am aware of are hanging out with us all the time. They automatically assume their own risk. Like TC's not asking anyone to hold his hand. He's going to be the first in that pool buying it, and knows he's going to lose on somebody. He doesn't give up, which is perfect.
I know, yeah, and but that's the attitude. That's what you do if you're doing blockchain. Yeah, you're there and you do and you try and you have fun.
Right.
And of course, you know how to manage risk. You know that you're buying what you can afford to lose, and that's it. But you're not like saying, "Oh, this guy, I'm poor because of this guy." No, come on, you're poor because you're a moron. That's it's as simple as that.
I mean, this isn't my arguing phase. As somebody who's been a moron before, I recognize what it looks like. So yeah, I mean, so I think where you're going with that is, we can't build for them, because that's a race to the bottom. Like that's, if we wanted to make a padded room where the number only ever goes up. I mean, dude, our planet did that, and guess what happens, right? Like that you can please literally everyone for a little while, and the hangover is a bitch, right? Yeah. It's just, and that's not something that you or I are ever going to have anything to do with. We just don't want to do it, right? But this whole idea where and memes might have a dip here, they might have a freaking resurgence there or whatever, but that power of an idea being attached to a token that has value and tradable value is very interesting to me. And apparently to billions of dollars of market capital out there, right? Which is really, it's a thing. Let's say what you want about Uplift. I still get Wax every couple of days. Yeah, this is what it is. It's a thing, right? And I mean, here we are, persisting and trying to get it going. And again, like, what's the reason why somebody would want to launch a token on Launchbags? I think, it's not for the now. It's for the bet, again, risk assumed, that we're actually successful in 10xing or 100xing the number of people in our ecosystem, because then it starts to look real spicy, right? You're not trying to go after the same however large the little market cap is or whatever, right? You're not trying to compete with the everybody for the attention split between 100 people or whatever, right? You actually have something that has the capacity to scale and get attention and do reasonably well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's what really matters right now. How can we scale up? How can we grow this? How can we have projects launching tokens on Launchbags every week? Every week? No, every 3 days, every 2 days, every day.
That's what Adrian wanted. Every 2 days. And this is the thing. It's gotta be for me anyway. And again, I would love for somebody to show me where I'm wrong about this. Number of eyeballs is going to dictate the amount of capital that gets thrown into it. Like it'll scale almost 1-to-1, hopefully exponentially, but what do I know, right? And so we having to do the work to get 5 times more eyeballs on here, which we're categorically going to do with the app. That's not enough, right? 10 times the number of people, that's not quite enough. Once we start getting into like 50 times the number of people, then the pump.fun stuff, where there's like new tokens launching, and like tokens that launched with exactly the same name 5 minutes ago, right? Like there's that level of churn where people can kind of go in and sort of like throw darts at it or whatever. Some of them are going to do really well, and some of them are just noise, and noise is going to happen, and people will make money on the noise, which is super weird to me.
Noise is not bad. It's
it's fine.
Just there. It's part of it's part of the game.
Right. And then, once that starts happening at scale, this is where I think, the projects that really impress us, right? We've met the team, we know the people. Those are the ones that end up getting promoted on the app, and the app becomes that central node for, projects that are potentially at a different level than, the average they get launched on Launchbags, right? And then, of course, we take it multi-chain and blah, 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 right? But again, the eyeballs first. It's the thing. If money flows, eyes will follow. So the thing is, we have to get the eyes first, which is the challenge, right?
Well, that's I think that makes a lot of sense. Money has to be here first. Just think about this.
Okay.
Just think about Sun. What's the name? Sun Pump. Sun Pump.
Yeah.
Why was it successful? Because it's on Tron, and there's Justin Sun there. Let's throw the money here. Let's pump this shit. And of course it will work. Then it will work because the money is there.
Well, and he's got the eyeballs of like millions of people, right? Like the amount of attention that Justin Sun has for doing anything starts at a pretty high number, right? The amount of attention that Justin Sun has times the amount of money that people have and the number of people in crypto that are, used to taking chances on stuff, right? Like it's not just an audience. It's not like he knows 100,000 grandmas. He knows 100,000 people in crypto that have money.
Yeah, true.
Right?
That's also true.
So again, when we do this app, there's, if we say we get 100,000 people, relatively quickly, I think that's going to 10x the number of very effective people in our ecosystem, because like I think everybody here now that hangs out with us all the time.
What was your number? Sorry, what was your number?
What did I just say? I don't remember now.
100,000.
Yeah.
And you say with 10x. No, if it's 100,000, we 100,000x what we have right now, or even more.
No. Listen what I'm saying. I disagree. I very much disagree. Not everyone. Wow. So we get 100,000 people. Not everyone are going to be investor class. It's going to actually be like 10 to 1, right? There's going to be a lot of people. There's going to be a lot of people there that just want to hang out for the airdrops and just want to do the free stuff and all that stuff. Is great, right? They'll go out and they'll do some referrals and yada yada yada. And out of every 10 of those, we're going to get hopefully one TC or one red or one crypto shorts, right? Like it's going to be
I get you. Yes,
right. So that's kind of what I'm saying, right? So like. But still, again, the number of people that we have here now that are very cool, I think it's like our ratio is very, very high, like for us, right? Because chances are, if you really just like freeloading on stuff, we're gonna piss you off before too long. Because Juan's gonna call you a moron. It's just gonna happen.
No.
But yeah, so that's the thing. Like for me, we have the capacity to go get eyeballs, and when we go get eyeballs, some of those eyeballs are going to have crypto.
Yeah, but what I mean is that it has to be a mix. There has to be money coming in here and getting things pumped.
Yeah, well, it's the whole idea that we start with we've got assets, right? Like we're going to be talking about doing 2-week seasons where the more than likely. At least in the initial ones, like we've already got it planned out so that there's gonna be dollar value stuff associated with those, whether it's tokens that have launched on Launchbags, because of course we get that 2% to bring back out into the community, or some other assets that we have on hand that we can kind of do, right? We can sort of prime the pump with a non-zero amount of potential earnings that can be spicy for people. But again, like we got to bootstrap from zero. It's harder than doing that, not zero, but like 50, right? But again, like with 50 badass motherfuckers, like we could do some shit. Like this is a real thing that we can
do. Of course. But these 50 badass motherfuckers have to invite their cousin, their aunt, their girlfriend, their boyfriend, their
and then teach them how to be
whatever
badass
it is,
motherfuckers.
nephews, nieces,
There you go.
dog, everybody
Justin's
has to be
son.
playing this. Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. By the way, I completely and totally agree. I'm going to have to put this up on screen just because I think TC is just showing some real science and math here. Want to make Tapper desktop compatible? He will get 500,000 instead of 100,000. I think I saw a scientific study that said that was true. So I'm making that up.
You have to show your scientific study to Max because I'm not the one calling the shot with that one.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I do like me some desktop compatible. I mean, like I've got 3 windows open over here where I get to see them all the time, and that's the only thing I have to remind myself constantly, or I'll forget.
Yeah, and maybe it's okay. I don't know. It's in the end we'll have to discuss that with Max.
Right, find out.
I don't have a problem with that.
I think the best reason is just not making TC cry. Max, you don't want to make TC cry. That's so sad. I'd be like, he's such a nice guy.
Yes.
Oh shit!
Come on, Max.
Come on. Oh, sorry. Anyways, Max. There you go. Desktop is easy. I mean, the phone's easy to bot though too. Like there's tons of ways. There's easy Google away from botting this stuff on the phones. Yeah, the people that have most of the time to sit and tab are the ones that barely read a cell screen. I don't know if that's true. We're too old. We're too old. That's funny.
I don't know.
Yeah, so Catizen is interesting. That's where, if I'm not mistaken,
Catizen is desktop compatible.
I don't know if it was or not. Right? Like they do like a puzzle thing though, right? So like it's not it's not sort of like rote movements and stuff, which is kind of interesting. I don't think we're gonna have anything like that though necessarily.
I don't know. You never know.
Either way, I mean the thing is like the there's ways to go full anti-bot and spend all your time doing that. I don't think we're gonna do it because I don't think it's necessary to be successful.
Yeah, maybe not, but I don't know. It's not. We're not saying it won't happen. It's just that we haven't made a decision yet. I think.
There you go. I got 10 different tappers run on one PC, 10 more on another. That's hardcore, bro. That's fun.
Yeah.
I never thought of that. Show some ads.
Yeah, I think that people should realize also that the earlier they start, the more rewards they will get once the success comes here, once things really go crazy.
Yeah. I mean, that was always my take, back when, when Wax was initially low, and it just felt really, really obvious that it was going to be, pretty successful. Having started way before the real bull market started, and again, I still think we're there. Bitcoin's like barely at its all-time high right now, right? Like that's not a bull market, that's sideways. So that there's just that potential for a real holy shit motherfucker bull market. And if that's the case, and Wax and Woofy do anything, or we manage to grow our Tapper app really big, or us and Tap Monster and Woofy are all like getting up into a million players or whatever, things start to get real fucked up like real fast. And it's definitely a better idea to me to have been there and started building the ground, the sort of infrastructure, whatever, like the projects that start now, I think are going to have an advantage.
Yeah, for sure. I think that, and it's also about learning. I don't know. There's a lot of people who expect to succeed without going through the learning curve. It's very rare seeing someone succeed after the first attempt. You really have to go and learn and do things and fail again and fail again, and then you'll be successful. It's not something that overnight I will do this and now I'm a millionaire. Now I'm
Wait, that's not how it works.
No, that's not how it works, Cory. Man.
Yeah, no, I think yeah, I mean, like every single successful entrepreneur I've ever talked to, like the average is 7 failures before you manage to do anything right.
Yeah.
So on that note, I probably have to screw one other thing up first, and then it'd go really big. So I should just start that now. Let's get that.
Yeah, I should screw a couple of things that I'm doing right now so that I get to the really
fail
successful
faster.
one.
Yeah, exactly. Fail much faster.
Fail much faster. Yes.
Oh shit, that's funny. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
but you know, when before the show, I told you I wanted to start with one tweet that you shared with me.
Yeah.
Can you share that tweet on the screen so that we can talk about that?
I think I can. Bring that up here.
Let's get started there.
Sharing the screen. Hold on here. That's a little better. All right.
Okay. So,
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, taking a look at the meme coin launch platforms in several chains and not even getting an inch of the success of PumpFun says one thing. Wax could have a meme coin launcher, which already has, but that doesn't mean it will work. True. That doesn't mean it will work because so far we haven't seen people launching tokens. But why? I think that's something we really should try to understand. Why aren't people launching tokens on Wax?
I mean, I've established my position pretty clearly. I think if everybody's trying to share, $1,000 pie, it's not, and the whole idea is like we want to have capital sloshing around and some volatility so that some people can make money or just have fun doing crazy shit or whatever. That doesn't exist right now. So we can talk about it all day. If people aren't seeing that there's the capacity to sell to a large number of people, then they won't come. Like, what else could it be? Like, for real, like, what else could it be?
Well, I think it might have to do with what you say, but I also think we have the wrong audience because we have a lot of people who are still focusing on NFTs only on Wax.
Maybe, right? Like we just sort of said the same thing, right?
Yeah,
we can have not enough eyeballs or the wrong eyeballs,
or the wrong eyeballs. Yeah,
right.
True.
Yeah, and growing out of this ecosystem and sort of changing the momentum that it's had based on all of its history in the past, right? Like people came here to originally do, a lot of them anyway, to do collectible NFTs or then game NFTs or what have you. So there's like that culture has developed, right? And of course, the fact that there's, it's almost free, so everybody can, do whatever they want. There's tons of stuff out there, and so that's sort of been the case as well. But yeah, I mean, that's, for me, we have to 10 to 100x the number of eyeballs, and from outside of the Wax ecosystem. Like that to me, it's make or break. The Wax ecosystem as it is, maybe it could get to that point where, like, again, like Alcor might do something really amazing, and cheers to Zeller, by the way. He's not throwing any shade. He says that somewhere else in the thread, which is nice. And again, like, I think thinking this stuff through is not insane.
No, sorry. I used to love Suller, but sorry, I think that there's something wrong here, and let's not hide things here, and let's not. And if he wanted to be here and discuss this live, well, we have invited him, and he didn't want to come on the show because he thinks you're a moron, you're an asshole, you're the worst piece of crap on earth. That's a part of his narrative. Okay, I'm fine with that, but let's not hide it because there's no point in hiding that kind of things. He doesn't like us. Great. He's not nothing against launchbacks. Maybe, I don't really know, because if he does not like you, how can he like Launchbags? But okay, because he knows there's a meme token launcher here, and he could be direct and said Launchbags is a failure, and I would say, man, you're right. But then he has to say it upfront, and yeah. But basically, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, okay.
I mean, the thing is, like,
yeah, there's a problem here,
idea.
and we have to solve it, and we're working to solve it. We're working in the direction of bringing in more eyes, as you said, bringing in a different audience, and we're doing the work. We're doing our best effort to make that happen.
Yeah, and I think honestly, and we've talked about this. This is something we still have not done. So we can't call Launchbags a success or failure until we've made it really, really, really easy and understandable how to do it and not fuck up like Duck did. And that's on us, right? So that's something
that's on us. So yeah, but I would still call it a failure so far, and it's a failure because we haven't created that content. For me now, it's more difficult. I started creating it, but I halfway vacations. Yeah, I prioritized the wrong things, but it was already like that. So there's nothing I can do now. We have to change that, and we're working on changing that. So 100%. That's good.
Yeah.
We're working on that change, and that's good.
So it hasn't worked yet. That's all.
It hasn't worked yet. It's currently a failure. It doesn't mean it will be a failure forever.
I just hate framing it that way. It's like,
why?
Failure feels so permanent. It's like, what's up, man?
No, it's not permanent. Failure is temporary. You cannot be a failure. If you're a failure for too long, you just kill yourself. That's what you should do. If you're a failure for too long, don't leave this earth. Don't. Maybe I'm being too drastic, right?
Maybe no, but come on, because I was a failure for a long time, and that's exactly where my head went. So,
oh no, but that's bad. But no. What I mean,
it wasn't great.
No. But the thing is that when something is not working, you do all your best effort to turn it around. That's what I really want to say.
I know that's what you mean.
Yeah, that's really what I mean. Yeah, if it's not working, let's do something to make it work. Let's turn things around. We did something. It's not working as we expected. Okay, what can we do? Let's try this. Let's try that. Let's explore different directions.
Yeah, I think that for me, I TC again, like you're right. Like getting some how-to videos on how to do it. That's going to be really, really important. But for me, not getting way more eyeballs, who cares, right? We could teach people how to make tokens that they can sell to the same 50 people over and over and over again. I don't want to do that. That's why it's not a priority for me right now, right? Yeah. And that doesn't mean Launchbags isn't going to work. It just means that we've got priorities, and those priorities are, launch Tapper, get a shit ton of eyeballs, get way more eyeballs on Wax, and then it actually makes sense to have that situation.
Yes, and I think that you're not seeing the full picture, because we should be doing both at the same time. Because when these eyeballs are here, we want people to know how to launch tokens and how to make it fun for all those eyeballs. Otherwise, it will take even longer. We should be doing both things in parallel. We have to think that this is like a two-sided market. There are token creators, there are token teams, and there's traders, buyers, holders, however you want to call them, but people who buys and people who creates. So it's the same like with NFTs. You need creators and you need collectors. You need buyers. You need players.
Yeah, no, that makes tons of sense. I just, I'm famously not super good at multitasking, so I wasn't thinking that way, but you're absolutely right. And we have a team, right? Like we can, delegate and research the stuff. Yeah, I'd love to see a Gitbook type thing on the platform. Would be really cool.
Yes,
it'd be really awesome.
Yeah, that's something we have to do, definitely.
Right? Yeah, that'd be good. All right, so there you go. That's one thing for our near-term to-do list. Let's get even like, what do you think about it? Like, so, I'm sure you have started some documentation or what have you, but I wonder if it would make some sense to do even like a testnet token launch with just you and me doing a video, and then I can actually drop it up, because like the one that we did,
absolutely,
where it's all right, and then we can edit it and sort of have it to the point where it's really sort of clean and tight, right? Like under 20 minutes or whatever, but kind of walks through, exactly what you need to do, and sort of explain the decisions you need to make as you need to make them, so that people really could have sort of a solid walkthrough of how to do that. Like, so that no matter what, we could point them to, like, here's what you can.
And come on, we should be tweeting, we should be telling more about the platform. We should be very loud. It's telling everybody this platform is live, go and use it.
Yeah.
And so we need to do something better. And speaking of that, we still have a meme contest going and we're not promoting. We're 20 minutes, 25, we're 30 minutes into the show and we haven't even asked people to keep on posting their memes for the contest with $150 worth of WOOF as the first prize and so on. So come on, we're not doing our job correctly.
Let's start doing our job correctly, Juan.
What is doing our job correctly?
No, I said let's do it. Let's start doing it.
Okay, let's do our job correctly.
Let's not do it. Let's actually do it.
We'll get fired if we don't do it right.
There you go. Let's fucking get our shit together. Speaking of which, here is the tweet to go get the contest if you want to do that.
Yes,
and again,
that. And
$100.
Also, let's remind everybody, when you trade, you think about Wax on Edge. You don't trade anywhere else. When you want to buy or sell tokens, you go to Wax on Edge. When you want to buy and sell NFTs, you go to Nifty Blocks. When you're going to create a blend, a drop, or whatever cool thing you want to do on Wax, you go to Nifty Blocks. You don't go anywhere else. Why? Because otherwise we won't be able to do the show anymore and we will have to find a job at the McDonald's. We don't want to work at the McDonald's. Definitely not.
I mean, there's a lot of really good reasons to do everything that you just said to do, but I think a really good one is don't make us go work at McDonald's. Not again.
You don't want me working at the McDonald's, for sure.
I've never actually worked at McDonald's. Luckily, I just have to keep playing music, which is not terrible, frankly, but also like it's not enough. It's not enough. We want to do some bigger things. That's the goal anyway. Yeah, the second you started in this morning, I just remembered had flashbacks to many years ago, having you on with me and Jimmy. You just fucking had some bee in your bonnet and wanted to start dropping bombs. No matter what, I always see you as like one of the nicest human beings I have ever met, and I still think that. So when you drop bombs, they're bombs. Like that's you're dropping from a higher height than the average person, in my humble opinion. Then you can make a McDonald's Tapper game. Exactly.
Yeah.
Wherever
that would
we
be cool,
go, by the way. That would honestly, that they would probably do quite well. For sure.
Sure.
Having a white labeled version that we start to sell to American corporations could be really screwed up.
Oh yes, we should have a white label version of our. I think there's already people who has a white label version of.
Maybe they're not as cool as the stuff you guys designed. So what do you do?
Yeah, you never know. But yeah, but I think that's exactly what we have to change now. We have to start really marketing what we have. We have a lot of awesome tools. We have awesome platforms. We have Wax on Edge. We have Nifty Blocks.
Yep.
We have launch bags. We have a lot of cool tools that run on the Wax platform.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have to make those successful. We need more eyes. We need to bring in a lot of people here. And
Agreed.
We need everybody's help. We need likes for our videos. Like our videos, subscribe to the channel, go to Twitter and say whatever, say hello, say whatever you can say, retweet even if it's very stupid or what we're saying or whatever. But we need your help.
What he said.
Am I being too negative today? No, this is not being negative.
That wasn't negative. Who said that? I didn't say that. No, you're just you're lighting fires and kicking the tires, man. That's I it's funny you're talking about being negative or whatever. I think one of the first times the second time we had you on the show, actually might have been third or whatever. You were talking about doing redesign an NFT, and of course Jimmy and I were on NFT all the time already. And you're basically like, no, this fucking thing sucks. Fucking it's terrible. And we're looking at it like, it's not that terrible. But then, you go in and the redesign you did was really good. So like, I feel like you have this phase as an entrepreneur where, you don't just get like a little bit dissatisfied with where you're at. You get like ultimately, holy fucking shit, everything's fucking terrible. We need to fix it. Which again, like it produces the momentum and the energy inside yourself to go and do that thing, right? So like it's the one. You don't fuck around.
Yeah.
Find out.
Yeah.
There you go. I like it.
FAFO.
Let's go.
Yeah, we're entering the FAFO zone right now. FAFO mode.
Getting into the FAFO mode. So yeah, I think like that content generation we need to do, and then while we're doing it, I think getting some shorts together is another low hanging fruit that we haven't done. Getting a social media plan, right? Like we should have our tweets about stuff planned out a month in advance. I can actually set it up now so that we don't need buffer or anything. I can actually tweet out, a folder of stuff, right? So we just get together and have, social media Mondays or whatever. Like if we want to produce all that content, we can produce it all at the same time and get it all out there and make sure that we're posting something all the time to the internets.
We cannot just post something. We have to post something of value.
Yeah, I agree.
If we're not posting something of value, then why are we posting? Let's
that was presumed.
Zip it. Shut up. If you're not adding value, be quiet.
All right. So
silent.
When you're writing all of our social media posts, definitely write things of value.
Yes.
But anyway, I completely agree. Right. And figuring out, whatever we happen to be posting, what is that value proposition? Like, if people are stopping and reading this tweet, how did we enrich their lives? And it very well could be, you might not know this amazing fucking thing about NFT blocks, right? Or you might not know that you can, trade on Wax on Edge, or you might not know that there's farms on launch bags, all of which you can come in and experience, and that can actually, be an added bonus. Like that is the value, right? It's not like we're trying to promote stuff that doesn't have any value. That's kind of the fucking point. So yeah, I think, but framing it that way, so like no matter what we're tweeting, like it has to have that proposition. Now that said, people get a lot of success tweeting "Good morning."
Yes.
I can see your brain hitting the wall in your own skull. I just think I just want to make sure that if there are other things that we could be doing that are proving to be successful in whatever reason, like that's because it's like a cultural thing now, right? I think it's a sort of a tradition that has caught on. Why would we want to miss that? Now, could we somehow figure out how to make that more valuable? Probably. I don't know how yet, but we can do it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you're saying that from now on, when I wake up, I come to Twitter and tweet GM, and everybody will be happy.
I think that's how it works.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll start doing that.
Problem solved. All the info to the sites are still spread out. Start a website with links to all of them. It's wax.launchbags.com.
No, but I think it's a very good point. We should have something where you can say, okay, these are all the tools that we have. You want to do this, go here. You want to do this, go there.
Right.
I think that's an interesting one. Maybe we should even have a chatbot where you can ask, oh yeah, I want to create a launch. Okay, where do you go? Oh, go here. NFT or token? Oh, token, go here. NFT, go here.
Really cool.
You want to create a blend? Go here. You want to do that? Yeah.
Yeah, Stefan. Yeah, that's a good point. Even if like it's just like a one-stop shop for the ecosystem or what have you. Yes. It's where like I don't know if the sort of work overhead is something that we want to get into, but maybe it's something that we kind of can now, right? I used to go to like basically almost like news blogs for that kind of stuff, right? You want to find everything about the games or whatever. You could literally go and find all the Medium articles, all the whatever, but yeah, maybe it makes more sense just to have like a single thing, 5 icons on the front. You want to trade, you go here. You want to do NFTs, you go here. You want to do the freaking tapper, you go here, and that's it.
Yeah.
I've heard crazier ideas this morning.
Yeah, I'll have this on the side. If you want to buy and sell NFTs, go to Nifty Blocks.
Yeah.
If you really don't want to use Nifty Blocks, go to Atomic Hub. But that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Don't go anywhere else.
No, denied. Those are your
denied.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh shit, that's funny.
And only because Adrian is a friend. Otherwise, don't even go there.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a good note though. I want to think about that some more and sort of imagine what that would look like, where it would be the most valuable.
Yeah, no, I think that we really have to make things easier for everybody. Things should be easier to find, should be easier to understand. Yeah, that's for sure. And we also have to understand or learn how to attract the right people, because we need the right people to use the tools that we have. Not everybody, people who wants to create NFTs are not the same who want to launch a token. People who want to trade are not the same as the ones who want to launch a token. So we have to figure out who's the right audience for each of the platforms we have.
Indeed. We should start doing some time blocking. So we've been really focused on the app, and I think that's the smartest thing to do. But if we're going to do literally everything, like we need to set aside some time every week to be, planning out the socials, some time every week to be building content for all this stuff. Because if we don't do that, it won't happen.
Yeah,
we'll be here 2 weeks from now, and we'll be talking about it again instead of having produced some value.
Yes,
we can't have that. We don't want to make one mad.
Yeah, but that's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, all of it's solvable, and all of it is work that we can do if we want to succeed. So let's just fucking do it.
Yeah.
And shit like that.
So, guys, get ready. Start building. This is the time to do it, because we're early now. When things go crazy, only the ones who started right now will be really well positioned to make big stuff when the market goes crazy.
Yep.
Linktree and Telegram Linktree. That's interesting.
Man, I haven't seen Linktrees for a while.
Yeah,
I mean, there's no downside to doing it.
But that's a good one. Linktree, right? That's a good thing to have.
Right? That's just like super, super easy one-stop shop for all the links.
Yeah.
Rock and roll. All right.
Yeah, that's something that has to happen.
Good note. Good sir.
Yeah. Okay. So what else, Corey? What else do we have today?
I think that's basically it. I think we've established and explored what I wanted to explore. And I think it's the work now. Right? I mean, whatever we need to do to make sure that we're actually doing all the things is what needs to happen.
Yeah.
And whether that's time blocking or booking the meetings that we need to book, or planning out even the kinds of content that we need, so we can actually make a plan around making sure that it all gets done. That's the marbles. If there's work to do, we're either doing it or we're planning when we're going to do it.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And that's it.
Yes. And the blue skies thing of it all, like I'm constantly trying to figure out how to make sure that the numbers that we want to hit with the Tapper, with anything, actually happen, with the things that we reasonably know that we can do. I never take into consideration the fact that this app might just be popular because it's fucking awesome, which it is. Right? Like I completely ignore that, right? Because I can't have a material effect on that, but I absolutely love what the team has done with it already, because it means that all the work that we do to promote it is just going to be that much more likely to succeed, because it looks slick as fuck. It's really fun. And it's going to have tons of reasons why people want to stick around and keep coming back, week after week, season after season. It's going to be good.
Yes.
On the Tapper, can it be possible if you say stake your R1 token, it gives you boost on the Tapper app? I
mean, yeah, but that won't be part of the initial release, but in the future we will have that kind of things. Everything, for example, one thing that we want to happen from the app is being able to participate in a fair launch, being able to stake, to being able to add liquidity, claim your rewards. and like have an overview of how you are performing, how are you doing compared to other to other traders, to other shitcoin fund managers. Yes.
Right. Like, so I love the idea of sort of instead of just staking R1, which you get some points for that, I suppose, right? But if you're staking liquidity of different varieties and getting yield, and obviously if you're using the and this is the only stuff we're tracking, the Nefty swap liquidity, we're going to know how much yield you're getting, and we'll be able to calculate it, and that can go into your score and be part of your leaderboard and part of your amplification, like all that stuff. Like we're like obviously not for like the initial iteration, but that's the goal, right? Like the way Juan initially thought about it, I think it was a really fun idea. The whole idea is like we were shitcoin manager as a part of all this stuff that you're doing, and so the degree to which you're actually succeeding at that, we want to have that be a very functional part of how you experience the Tapper app, over the long run.
Yeah, over the long run,
which is sexy as fuck, frankly, if you don't mind me saying. It's pretty good. So yeah, I mean, like when it comes out, there's going to be lots of stuff going on, and I think that's super fun. But yeah, we've got a list a mile long. Even you remember the last meeting we had about it? We were trying to figure out how to build the MVP, and this, of course, is going to be the MVP, and it's still I think really robust. But we were tabling 10 ideas for every one that we could keep in the MVP, and it's stuff like that. TC.
Yeah.
Give the community some breadcrumbs on the mini app, a sneaky half blurred image or something. I mean,
well, I can show you. Let me.
Here, hold on.
So, Corey is gone, but you can see there.
I wanted to make you bigger so they can see more.
Okay. Why are you going away? Yeah, so you go there. Hey, what's happening with this? Ah, yes, sorry. Yeah, when you only have one hand, it's okay. So there it is. It's difficult to show it here, but yeah, that's how it looks so far. You can already tap. And yeah, there are many things. You can go and, for example, let me show you. You can link your wallets. You have your coin balance, your rocket balance. There are many things that are planned for this. I don't know what else can I show you guys. This is still the old design, the leaderboard. There are many things that are coming here. This is the part which is still not built. It's the part where you will be able to claim airdrops and do and trade and do whatever it's related with the tokens. We have a shop there. We have many things there. The invite friends. That this is ugly. This is not the real design. It will change, but yeah, this is a little bit how it's going so far, and it's only about changing some of the design things right now. So yeah,
super freaking good stuff.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a lot of fun. Be cool to be able to drop a claim link on the Tapper. Could you say a lot more about that? Maybe fire me a DM, TC, so we can sort of keep track of those things. Yeah, and Stefan, you were talking about basically arbitrage trading, right? So if you go through Wax to Kex to Nefty, Nefty to Lifty into Wax, you can end up with more Wax than when you start or whatever. Like there's going to be a bunch of different things that coincide with again being a shitcoin manager and developing your portfolio. Both in a virtual sense and in a real sense, which is going to be I think some really fun interplay.
Yeah, so that will come up over time, little by little. We will be introducing some of those functionalities. Right now, it's not only a basic Tapper. You will see how you do the passive, how you get into the passive mining and so on.
Yeah.
So that's very cool. We will, you will be seeing more of that very, very soon.
Okay. Weird idea. Yeah. So this might be TC what you're talking about. It might not. So we got to, you're going to be able to share a referral link, right? So you get some points for being a referral or whatever. How hard would it be to have it so that I could attach an NFT claim link to a referral link?
Well, that's not difficult. The thing is, yeah, the referral link.
Because where I'm headed with this is like having the ability to, in the same way that you want to add value every time you tweet, right? Like I want to send my referral link out like fucking every day, 10 times a day, right? But like, how do I do that in a way that can have sort of added bonus value for people? So, if I'm tweeting this thing out, like this is a referral link, but whoever clicks on it first and joins up gets X, right? And that could be in the app too, right? Like that, that could sort of be a thing.
I see that.
Right. Or even pulling from, if I made a pool of NFTs, and again, this is down the road, right? Just sort of exploring it sort of conceptually, right? If I created a pool of NFTs and every time somebody, again, joined the app and actually signed up, so we don't just want people just like clicking the link or whatever, right? I mean, like ultimately it'd be really cool if, that kind of claimable thing that I put in there, not everybody else, but like you join my team, like this is going to be a little added bonus. It incentivizes everybody else to do whatever they want to do with that, right? But if that was the case where it actually didn't trip until they were like 3 days worth of points in and then they get the bonus, that'd be fun.
Well, yeah, those are things you could do, but yeah, it's
maybe we can figure out how to make it so that people could do it on their own, right? So like if I know that for my friends, I'm gonna be able to see the points that they get, right? So like if you join up and show me a screenshot, hey, this is my name or whatever, then we'll be able to kind of do that. But I'm trying to figure out how to sort of link that up. So that
but the thing is that there are too many things that you have to consider that I think you're not thinking about.
I'm sure.
For example, you want to share NFTs. Okay, let's make this successful. Who will pay for the RAM?
I already own the NFTs. So like that already exists.
If you're sharing your NFTs, fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
Right? Like it's not the
thing is that one link can take you to one place. One link cannot take you to two places.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So
it would have to be.
So where do you want them to go? To claim the to claim the NFT or to the application?
Well, this is where like it's
I think that what could be implemented at some point is that you come to the application, and as you were invited, you get a link to claim an NFT or something like that as the first thing that happens.
Even if like somebody clicks on an invite link of mine and it adds in a message that
when do you want to launch?
Huh? No. This is down the road.
Do you want to launch? Okay.
I said this 3 times already. This is not for tomorrow.
Okay.
But like as an interesting idea, because again, like we already have a list of really amazing things we can add on for a mile long. But this is interesting, right? Like one of the main things we want is for referrals to be really, really valuable, really, really easy, but like really fun for people to do, right? So, what if I have my referral link, but I have like a freaking a text box or a link that I can have people go to. Or if they come to that referral link, the first thing they see is like, hey, you joined this for this thing. This is the message from the person that referred you. And that could be a link to a claim link. It could be fucking anything you want it to be, right? And then, people can kind of make up what they want to make up as far as how to sort of add a little value add or whatever.
Which I don't know if it's a very smart idea, because it could also be tricked and people could misuse that functionality to redirect you to somewhere you don't want them to be redirected.
Fair enough.
So I don't know. I think there are many things to consider there.
No, that's smart. Yeah, they could turn our app into a phishing app, and nobody wants that.
Yeah, for example, and you don't want that.
No, we don't want that. But again, like this will be tons of stuff for us to think about when we get in there and start having fun with it and exploring it, right? I mean, that's like I love the idea of getting even simple acts, because again, like I think it's already the case that for the people that I invite, I'm going to see how many points they get. Correct?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I see how many points you have, and you haven't been playing regularly. Even Melania has more points than you. Come on, Corey.
I'm so fired.
You're so fired.
I just know that this has to get completely and totally wiped clean, so I'm saving my tapping power for when we start. Our referral earns tiered. Not sure what you mean by that, but there will definitely be many different things that come from referrals.
Yeah, there are some things that you can only buy if you have that you can only buy with points if you have a certain number of referrals.
Yep, that's going to be a thing.
Yes.
Yeah, TC, that
should come very soon.
Yeah, I want to get a few select people to be checking that out for sure.
Yeah.
Get some
get
some last minute feedback.
That should happen very soon.
It should. So yeah, we'll keep you posted when it's time. We'll definitely let you know.
Yeah, but I think that I have to check with the team because it's already August 27 and we want to launch first week of September. So man, we are late.
Can you fire me a DM on that? I'm not sure that I understand. It's probably just a lack of my own imagination or that I need more coffee. One of those two things. Maybe a combination of both of those two things, which is problematic.
Yeah, that can also happen.
All right. You guys rock. I gotta go pee, so we're just gonna call it. Yeah, I mean, we've got tons to do, really cool people to do it with. And basically only up from here. So, more or less. So it'll be good. It'll be really good. I'm excited about it. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, man. Oh, here's the thing. Oh. Nerds. Thumbs up all. Cheers. Oh, Jesus Christ. Boom. All right.